Remember that ice bucket challenge that they did on the internet? You ever remember that one? Where you had to get a bucket of ice poured on your head, and then you had to tag a couple friends, and then it went crazy. The NingXia Challenge. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 112. Welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Kristi Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that provide great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. Okay, everyone's up for a good challenge. You remember that ice bucket challenge that they did on the internet? You ever remember that one? Where you had to get a bucket of ice poured on your head, and then you had to tag a couple friends, and then it went crazy. But, challenges are things...
That is not my favorite thing.
I think the reason people do challenges is you step out of your comfort zone a little bit, right?
Yes.
Because it's not something you could maybe easily do.
Right.
But there's always a good result. Well, not always, I guess, but that's the ultimate thing. You do the challenge so that you can get yourself to... maybe
to a new level.
A new level, right.
Yeah, I was thinking about those challenges that we do at Orange Theory Fitness.
Yes.
And, each day we're working along, doing our workout, but every so often we have challenges which push us harder.
Yeah, and they keep track of your personal record, so your personal best. So if you do well, and I find myself pushing myself a little harder.
On those challenges.
Yeah, just to get some new results.
Yeah, and I want to beat my old record.
That's right.
And we're competing against ourselves, really.
Right. Yeah. Well, one of the challenges we have in working with different people is people are concerned about their health and wellness. They want to improve, but changing some old habits are sometimes difficult to do.
Or starting a new one.
And so I think that's what a lot of challenges can do, is to get you to establish some new healthy habits.
Yeah, try something new.
Right.
And with this NingXia challenge that we're doing, it is like make a new habit, try this new thing, do it with some other people.
Yes. Having that accountability also helps too, because you're saying, I know I can do this. And what's great about these challenges too, especially when we're talking about things like the NingXia challenge, you might not think that by taking a little bit of NingXia every day for 30 days or 60 days or whatever your challenge is going to be, that it'll make a difference. But if you keep up, because you might quit after 5 days and say, nothing happened.
Right.
But sometimes it takes time to make a change and to see the results.
Well, literally everything takes time that's worthwhile. I mean, I think of even just my fitness, if we go back to our working out. Yep. We don't work out every single day, but we work out 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more. But the fitness level that I had when I started... like 6 years ago, I am so much more fit than I was at that time. I'm older. Yeah. I'm 6 years older, but I am much more fit.
Yeah. And I think even back then, the way their challenge for new people are just try it for 30 days.
Yes.
Try the club, go a couple times a week. If you don't see results, then after 30 days, you really have nothing to lose.
Right.
They'll give you your money back, I think, actually. So it's really, you have nothing to lose, but you do have to go through the steps. You do have to work out. You can't not work out and say, I tried that, but I didn't work out, but it didn't work out.
Right. So, it does take effort to establish something new, but the results can be absolutely incredible.
Right. So we're talking about the NingXia challenge, which is NingXia Red, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how that challenge. And at the time of this recording, we do this challenge a couple times a year, but it's probably already started for those just watching this when this is released.
We're doing this in September 2023.
Yeah. But you can really start at any time.
If you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
If you're doing it by yourself, well, I'd encourage you to do it with someone else.
Yeah. Because then you can share your results with each other.
Right. And encourage each other to have a daily habit. And so that's part of the thing that we're doing together. We're doing it on a GroupMe app. And so we're posting each day about about our drink that we're drinking, and maybe what time we're drinking it and how we're drinking that, because there's different things you can do. You can just drink those 2 ounces of NingXia straight from the packet or from the bottle. I mean, don't drink it straight from the bottle, but pour it into a cup. And then there's other options with that you can do with your NingXia, like 2 ounces of NingXia plus mineral water and a couple drops of lime or orange or lemon. And it is so good. It's like my afternoon refresher drink.
Yeah, and if you want to find out more about the details on this, you can go over to Hunt4Wellness.com. This is episode number 112.
Yes.
There'll be either a link there, or you just hit the blue Contact Us button, and we'll share with you, how you get started. And it's quite simple.
Yeah, so even though this challenge started September 1st, you can join in to the challenge.
Yeah, even if you're watching this in December, you can still start a challenge on your own. And we can actually help you with that too. Just reach out.
Yes, please do. So the way we're doing it is we're doing it for 30 days.
Okay.
And we're going to see what our results are. We're going to see what other people's results are. We're going to share ideas. We're going to share, like I said, how we're drinking our NingXia. We're going to also have recipes and more information on the challenge. It's fun to do it with the community.
Yeah.
And the overall goal is to improve our well-being.
Yes.
So that's really the number one thing.
Yeah.
And we're just supporting each other to help do that.
I think also, too, I think about just remembering sometimes when we've just introduced NingXia to some people who've never had it before. Some people literally after the first ounce go, wow, what is in there? That is awesome, And, not everybody has a reaction like that, but some people really have that positive reaction just when they drink their first drink of it.
Right. I had a friend who said to me after I gave her 1 ounce, that changed me.
Yeah.
I've been feeling really low for months, and it just lifted.
Yeah.
And so that's incredible. And you and I both have had very significant results from drinking NingXia. But what we want to share with you today is a recent study done in 2020 by the Franklin Health Research Center. And the study had 2 groups. It was a randomized clinical trial evaluating multiple health outcomes in 160 healthy adults aged 18 to 65. The 2 groups were randomized into treatment group or control group for 60 days. And they consumed 2 ounces of NingXia Red daily and found that it significantly boosted overall health in areas of sleep, cognition, physical function, and immune health over the control group.
Yeah. And what's interesting, some people think of NingXia as an energy drink. In fact, we had a previous podcast episode called the energy drink without caffeine, because it doesn't have caffeine in it.
Correct.
It gives you energy. But what people also don't know a lot is that it can help you sleep too.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of health benefits with everything that's in there. So that's one thing to just think about. It'll help you improve your overall wellness.
Yes. So just what is NingXia Red?
Yeah. I suppose we should tell people what NingXia Red is.
We should talk about that.
Yes.
So it is the wolfberry puree. So it's wolfberry or goji berry that grows in the Ningxia province of China, and that's why it's called NingXia Red.
Yep.
It's also got some blueberries in there, plum juice, cherry juice, aronia, pomegranate juice, and then essential oils of orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine.
It tastes good.
There is some vanilla in there as well, and there's a little bit of stevia. It is actually a low glycemic beverage. It does not raise your blood sugar much at all, not like a regular juice. It is actually a whole food because they do the whole berry. It's a puree of the berry and sometimes leaves and stems as well. So it is very good, very powerful. And what we recommend is drinking at least 2 ounces a day. You can drink more. And just my experience was I was just drinking it once in a while, and I decided to drink it every day.
After you took a challenge?
Yes. And it was after 2 weeks, I'm like, oh my goodness, my energy really is better. I don't feel like tired in the afternoon anymore. And I wasn't paying super close attention to how I felt, but that was different.
I know I can just tell how I use it every morning before we work out. Even when we don't work out, I take it. It's like the first thing I take in the morning. And literally, how sometimes when you're a little groggy when you get out of bed, you take that one shot, and for me, it's like, boom, I am awake and feel vibrant. And that's what's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, I can tell the results literally within like a minute.
Right. And I don't feel that immediate effect like you do. Unless my wellness is low.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling like, ooh, I'm just going down, and I drink a NingXia, it's like, bam, I'm up. And I remember we did a workout that was so hard, just like kicked my butt. And I felt like I couldn't even move after we got home.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And you're like, oh, how about another shot of NingXia? Because, of course, we took one before the workout. And I took a drink, took an ounce of NingXia, and boom, my energy came right back up.
Right.
It was so cool.
Back on the other side of the sheet, we went over this, but NingXia Red, it says here, contains 18 amino acids and 21 trace minerals and 6 essential fatty acids and vitamins B1, B2, B6, and E, to name a few. But those amino acids, that's what get used up during a workout.
Yes.
So it's a great way to replenish and, get more back into your system. So I think that may have explained a little bit why that helped you after that workout.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a great post-workout drink as well, even though we drink it mainly before.
Right. But if we need a boost after,
we've got it.
Some more NingXia too. So let me just tell you a little bit more about the study.
Okay.
Each of the health outcomes that they measured, they used multiple clinical and statistically validated instruments that allow self-reporting of signs and symptoms reflecting overall health. And the Franklin Health Research Center that did this study is a leading clinical research site in the United States for natural product evaluations. So they are used to doing stuff like this. And the results showed improved sleep patterns, which would be like, how well do you sleep through the night? Are you waking up and things like that? And so people's sleep improved. Their time of sleep improved. They had less time falling asleep. All these were compared to the control group. The NingXia drinkers also had an average of 38% increase in productivity.
Wow. So
if you want to be more productive, drink your NingXia. That's like giving you a third more, almost 40% increase in productivity. I mean, who doesn't really want to improve like that? Like
awesome.
Students, parents, workers, And also a decrease of daily stress by 23% and improved mental well-being. Because, think about when we're feeling stressed.
Right.
That's kind of a negative mindset.
It is.
So this actually helps improve the mindset.
Yes, indeed.
And that was what happened to my friend after drinking 1 ounce.
I know, it's amazing.
So the thing that I really noticed and this study verified was there's an increase of physical energy by 35%. That's significant. That's not 5%, 10%, 20%.
That's a big jump.
This is 35% increase. And then this is cool, especially maybe for older adults, a decrease of physical limitations by 36%. So if people are worried about their mobility, and this is like due to inflammation, physical function, mental well-being, and they did evaluated tasks like carrying groceries, using stairs, taking walks. So kind of everyday average things. We're not talking about heavy workouts.
Right.
We're talking about everyday activities of daily living. And then there was a 27% reduction in somatic symptom scores. Things like the digestive system health improved, the sleep quality improved, headaches were less, respiratory function was improved. And then this study was done at the end of 2020 during the pandemic. And so the evaluators of the study said the results could be even better. Because we were under a lot of stress in 2020, very concerned about everything that was going on and stuff. So then they said that those that did not drink NingXia in the control group they were 5 times more likely to develop moderate to severe respiratory symptoms than the NingXia Red group. And they also had illnesses lasting from 1 to 9 days as compared to the NingXia group. If they reported illness, it lasted 1 to 2 days.
Wow.
So it shows the boost of the immune system and respiratory system. So, September is a great time to do this because that's when the temperature, at least up here in Minnesota, starts turning colder. Yep. And people kind of start getting their immune system challenged. Right. More with less sun and less activities and things like that.
Well, and if you've never had NingXia before, there's a lot of different ways you can try it. If you go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, we'll have a link over there for there's a thing called the NingXia Starter Bundle, where you can get a variety, because there's several different NingXia products that can come in bottles, that come in packets. There's the NingXia Zing and the NingXia Nitro, and there's some things that are made with the basic, NingXia formula. And then, so you can find out all about that. It's a great way to start because you get a bunch of products at a discount. But, if you want to just buy a couple bottles, you can do that.
It's a great way to start.
It's a great way to start,
There's also the Make a Shift Wellness Kit.
Oh, okay.
Which is the 30 NingXia packets, a box of 14 Nitro that supports cognitive and function and energy. So it's an additional boost beyond just the NingXia, plus 2 little bottles of, orange and lime vitality oils that you can use to make NingXia drinks, add to your NingXia, add to your Nitro.
Well, just having 30 packets would give you enough to
take you through the challenge.
So that's even maybe another way to start too. So again, go to Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 112, and you can either click those links. You can go to Young Living and use your referral number, which is
120-9527.
Or if you just want to talk about it more, click the blue connect button over at Hunt4Wellness.com. We'll be happy to reach out and just talk about what can work for you, maybe plug you into the current challenge, or you can start your own and we can be there to help along. Or, if you want to wait to the next one to start, that's fine too. Just reach out, take the first step. Yeah, don't wait.
Literally don't wait. I mean, if your wellness is going to be improved, your immune system, your sleep, your energy, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, and you want to take it from a challenge to a regular daily habit.
Yes,
That's a goal. All right, anything else before we wrap up?
Don't wait.
Okay, do not wait. And also, remember that this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines providing great water for your great wellness. You can find out more at waterdistillers.com. And another great way for us to continue on now. We're in season 4 of the podcast. And so you'll just have to come back. We're going to challenge you to come back for the next episode of Hunt for Wellness.